let's be honest, Ozempic works, but only at first. You stop craving food. You eat less. The scale drops. And for a moment, it feels like magic. And that's everything that you hear online and on social media, and it's this wonder drug. But let me share with you today that Ozempic isn't your shortcut to a Victoria's Secret body. No, it's really not beautiful. And it is a complete trap. And this is exactly what I want to shed some light on with you today. I want to share this with you today because I do not want you to be at the mercy of something that is going to sabotage your life, that is going to steal your personal power. So let me get into this and let's talk the Ozempic illusion. Because you see the influencers, you know that it works. It works in terms of the outcome. They have dropped vast amounts of weight. But here is the truth that nobody tells you. It doesn't make you fit. It doesn't make you vibrant. It doesn't make you powerful. It doesn't make you strong. And yes, you can be vibrant, powerful, strong, and lean and skinny at the same time. Yes, you can. It makes you smaller. Okay? Yeah, it makes you smaller. And there's a big difference. When the weight comes off fast, it isn't just fat that you are losing. Did you realize that there is a maximum amount of fat that you can physically lose in terms of your body percentage for it to be healthy every single week? And when you think, like when you step on that scale, if you don't have the most up-to-date, technologically advanced scales, then even if, like me, you have the body fat monitor with all the different elements and it measures this and that and your body fat, your muscle, your water, all of that, it still isn't accurate. As much as we love it to be accurate, it's not. It is simply an estimation. So when the weight comes off fast, it's not just fat you're losing, okay? And this is the mindset shift that we need to make in order to make strides in how we look. It's not just fat that you're losing, it's muscle, okay? When you subscribe to any type of program that allows your appetite to be suppressed, what you're essentially doing is you are going to probably, unless this incredible package also includes a nutritionist and a diet plan, and you're going to follow that to a T, then you're not making a lifestyle change, and you're pretty much just going to feel like your stomach is paralyzed and you don't want to eat anymore. And when you eventually do feel hungry, what are you going to do? You're going to snack on the foods that you were eating before. You're going to eat the foods that you were eating before. These are the very foods that gave you the exact same body composition that you have currently or you had before you lost the weight. So what does that mean? If you didn't have the perfect body composition before, i.e., if you didn't have tons of beautiful sculpted lean muscle, then you weren't eating enough protein and you probably weren't eating enough healthy, nutritious, bioavailable fats. Same with the protein. So when your weight comes off fast, it's not just fat, it's muscle. And muscle, let me tell you, is your metabolism. So yes, you're going to get thinner, yeah, you're going to look smaller, but you also get softer. And you're not going to get that tight, snatched waist, the sculpted arms, the feminine curves that you dream about. It's not going to happen, beautiful. And instead, what's going to happen? You're going to get skinny fat. And let me tell you what else. You're also going to be crippled with anxiety, worrying about the day when you're going to have to come off of these drugs, because what on earth is going to happen? Once you stop, the rebound hits like a freight train because your metabolism has slowed. Your body clings to every single calorie because you've been in starvation mode, and let me tell you, that is not fun. The weight doesn't just come back. It comes back faster, and you're not building muscle faster. Let me tell you, beautiful, it is fat. Why is your body choosing to store all the energy as fat? Because it's scared that you're going to go on a starvation diet again. So we're going round in circles and circles. And what I want to do with you today, I am not a nutritionist and I am not a doctor, thanks be to God. Because I wouldn't want to be in this day and age. So I'm just sharing with you my experience, my opinion. But I hope that it can help you to make a positive decision going forward. I want to make you aware of some of the hidden dangers that are hiding behind this quote-unquote quick fix shine, because it's not quick fix for everyone. We have seen many influencers who have decided to make use of these fat loss injections, or I'm not even going to call them that. We're going to call them weight loss injections. I don't even know what to call them. I don't even know what the entire outcome is, because the supposed outcome is that you lose some weight, but essentially you are paralyzing your stomach in order to hopefully suppress your appetite and lose some weight. Let's talk about what's hiding behind the quick fix here, and let's just examine that and just jump into that so that you can have some other points of view before you actually make your decision here. So I am fascinated, and I have always been fascinated by the topic of weight loss, health, fitness. So obviously for me, watching all of the documentaries, the personal documentaries from people who are on these drugs, it has been insanely educational for me. I understand from the accounts of people who are taking these drugs that there are digestive issues which can be so uncomfortable that they leave women regretting they have ever started. Let me tell you, there are not even digestive issues, but hormonal issues. I read and I heard about, I've listened to accounts of women who were having the most incredible success. Their weight was dropping, they had food addictions, their weight was dropping like crazy, they were so happy, it was amazing. And then I heard the most heart-wrenching stories. I heard stories of women who had suddenly, after 10 years of trying for a baby, become pregnant and lose it all in one cycle. They will never know whether or not that was because of the drugs. They will never know the part that played in that, but can you imagine how you would feel being in that situation where you've longed for another beautiful baby for all that time? 10 years have passed. They're not using contraception because they're like, well, I've been told I'm infertile. And suddenly that happens. They're overjoyed, they're so happy, and they go through the most really heart-wrenching miscarriages you've ever heard of in your life. So I've heard that side of things, and that really scares me. Because not only are we talking about the woman here, we're talking about her baby, another new life. We're talking about here digestive issues where you cannot live out your daily life as you normally would, because you are plagued by the anxiety of whether or not there would be a bathroom nearby, whether or not you could carry out your daily life without having to run to the bathroom. How is this going to disrupt your daily life? You think about this. Think about the nutrient deficiencies, because when you basically starve yourself, you might not feel hungry. You might feel like, oh, this is fab, I forget to eat. This is amazing. But what's the point of eating? To nourish your body. I have gone through 2 postpartum occasions where I have lost a lot of hair. Whether it was due to stress, just the natural phase that happens, I can tell you that is it's almost like soul destroying when you see your beautiful hair just falling down the drain. This is not something that's to be taken lightly. Your skin, your nails, everything, all of these things, you might think, oh, that's nothing, I don't care if I can lose weight. Let me tell you, when you realise the importance of your hair, your skin, your nails, all of the beautiful hormones that you have inside you to make you absolutely beautiful, when you're sabotaging all these just because you feel like, it will be easier than actually changing my mindset. And by the way, I'm not like diminishing the challenge of it. I totally get the challenge. That's why I discuss these topics. It's ridiculously challenging, but you can do it. You were born to be strong. You were born to be brave. You have the answers within you. You don't need this. This is the point of this video. Hair thinning, skin dullness, hormonal chaos, total chaos. You don't have a clue what these drugs are doing to your body. You don't have a clue, but you don't care. You're like, it's fine. I'll be skinny. The worst thing of all, that's going to trump absolutely every other reason not to make that decision and to go on a course of these drugs, is the dependency. Because you don't fix your relationship with food. You don't. You bypass it. And you think that it's taking the easy option. You don't grow stronger in any way. You don't grow resilient. You don't work out what you actually had to fix in the first place. You don't solve the problem from the root, but instead you grow reliant. You are becoming reliant, dependent, hooked on something that, let's face it, is quite expensive. That isn't freedom. That isn't power. That is a leash. So let me just tell you what fit actually looks like, because I want you to get this. So put your hands on your heart right now. Close your eyes if you are safe to do so. And take a deep breath. Because fit actually looks like curves in all the right places. You have that snatched stomach. You have those beautiful hips. You have muscle tone that makes your skin glow. Energy that radiates across the room. Let me tell you that high value women do not starve themselves into being smaller. They fuel their bodies to be stronger, and I promise you that by doing so, you're going to look absolutely impeccable, flawless, elite, divine. You're not going to look bulky. Let me tell you, that's certainly not my goal. Fit equals strength, lean tone, and vitality. It means that your body looks alive, not just less, not just smaller, not just, and I dare I say it, skinny fat. So what's the real alternative, beautiful? I'm going to tell you right now. Your alternative is that you fuel your body. Fuel. And how do you do that? You do that with animal proteins. You do that with nourishing fats. And you do that with foods that build you from the inside out. Foods that are highly nutritious and in a bioavailable way, where you are being very strategic with what you are eating, so you are using all of the fuel that you're providing your body. Aside from that, you train your body. Resistance, movement, strength. You don't have to do this in a way that you're like, oh, I just hate this. It's such a hassle. It's in a way that you're incorporating small amounts of this type of exercise and training into your lifestyle, because you know this makes you strong, this makes you powerful, and it's part of your lifestyle. It makes you look flawless, incredible, and it's so worthwhile. And then finally, you choose power over shortcuts. And the word is power. You choose to be powerful, because when I say shortcuts, it's such a fake word. There is no such thing as a shortcut, sorry. Because shortcuts leave you dependent every single time. And dependency is weakness. When you take a shortcut, you are giving control to something or someone else. And that isn't where you're going to find your strength. So the truth is, the women who look timeless, who are magnetic, they are radiant, they don't chase quick fixes. They are way above that. And you are too. They build their bodies, they live their life with intention, and that's the choice that we're making today. So if you are tired of being tricked by the promises that steal your health and your power, then it's time to rise. These companies, these corporations that sell you the junk food are the same ones that are selling you the solution. They sell you the junk food to get you hooked on all these incredible tastes, and in the same time, in the exact same breath, they're selling you the solution. But it's probably about 100 times more expensive, because it was so cheap and easy to get you hooked in the first place. They've hooked you, they've got you dependent, they've got you absolutely in the palm of their hands. And now, all you have to do is pay. Pay big time. Not only financially, but in terms of your health, your wellness, and your personal power. Now, I am not a dietitian. I am not a nutritionist. I am not a doctor. But I understand how all of this works. It doesn't start with the knowledge, it starts with the mindset. Because you know exactly what you have to do. But have you done it? No. And there's a reason. It's because your body isn't ready yet. But I have created something that can help you massively. Something that is a resource that can help you to strengthen your power and really get started with intention. And that is the Spark Activation. So the Spark Activation isn't just another diet plan. In fact, I won't tell you anything. It will be literally nothing to do with what you eat. It will be your personalized blueprint to break free from dependency, to step into your power, and to build the body and the energy that you actually want and desire and crave in your life. You can claim your Spark Activation today via the link in the description, because true beauty is not built on an injection or in a pill. It's built from within you, from your power, and that's what we need to realize. So until then, the link is below. I can't wait to see you for the next episode, but I need you to understand that your power comes from within. It doesn't come from injections, from pills. I know it's tempting. Don't even go down that rabbit hole. Realize your power, realize your strength, and connect with the version of you, who's already so flawless and perfect that she's not even on that level. So I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you in the spark activation. I'm so excited about that. Make sure that you've liked and subscribed to the channel, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. You've got this, beautiful. Stay strong, stay sovereign. You have got